Hey Tigers, DK here with your announcements every red day, every time. The Fishers Boys Tennis Call-Out meeting will be Monday, May 12th at 6 p.m. in the LGI room. So if you're interested in tennis, then come on down to get information and dates. And one more thing, Tigers. If you're interested in becoming a lifeguard this summer, then a lifeguarding certification course will be held in Fishers High School beginning May 16th, which is actually the day before my birthday. You must register ahead of time to attend the class. Registrations are available in the FHS Athletic Office. And with that, I'll be sending you guys off for some sports news with Seth.
Thank you, DK. Like she said, I'm Seth, and here's your sports. Starting us off, today after school, our boys track team has a Carmel JV Invitational meet, which will take place starting 5:30 p.m. at Carmel High School. Alongside that, our baseball team has a game facing off against Carmel as well, with JV playing simultaneously, where both will begin at 6:30 p.m. and will also take place at Carmel High School. And to wrap up today's events, the boys lacrosse team has a match against Perry Meridian starting at 6:30 p.m. The match will take place also at Perry Meridian High School. And moving on to tomorrow, Tuesday, May 6th, the boys varsity and JV golf team will both have a match against Westfield High School, which will start at 4:15 p.m. at Woodland GC. Now bringing it back to Fishers, tomorrow the girls varsity tennis team has a mud sock matchup against the Blue School. The match will begin at 5 p.m. and will also take place at the Blue School. Also on Tuesday, the girls varsity and JV softball teams both have a game versus Avon, starting at 6 p.m. and taking place at Avon High School. And continuing on with Tuesday's events, the boys JV1 and JV2 volleyball teams both have a match against Franklin Central starting at 6 p.m. and will take place at Franklin Central High School. Also taking place on Tuesday at 6 p.m., the girls track team has their Hoosier Crossroads Conference Championship Invitational Meet, which will take place on our very own track at Fishers High School. And also at 6 p.m., the JV1 baseball team has a game against William Henry Harrison High School, which will take place here at Fishers High School. Also playing against William Henry Harrison High School is our girls varsity lacrosse team, with that match starting at 6:30 p.m. and will take place in West Lafayette at William Henry Harrison High School. And last but not least, our girls varsity volleyball team has a match against Franklin Central at 7:30 p.m. and will take place at Franklin Central High School. As you can see, there's lots going on with Tiger Athletics, so make sure you show up and support your fellow Tigers. Well, Tigers, that's all from me. Now over to Rye with entertainment.
Hey all, Rye here. Our eye is shining an example of punctuality. So, Mario Kart World, eh? We've gotten 30 minutes of trailer so far, and every second looks insane. First off, Open World Mario Kart. That's such an insane combination of words I never imagined myself saying, but I guess it's here. Also, tricks of all things have been completely revamped, with you now able to make your car jump, trick midair, grind on rails, and drive on walls. Also, your car could transform into a boat and plane, because why not? Mario Kart World also looks stunning, every inch full of life. The notes from Super Mario Wonder are clear as day. Finally, the roster. You can play as pretty much anything from the Mario series. A Goomba, a snowman, a cow, everything is here. Well, that's enough for me. Over to you, Tiger Trivia.
What's up, Tigers, and welcome back to Tiger Trivia. And today's question is, what is the official animal of Scotland? Your time is up, and the answer is B, unicorn. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
What's up, Tigers? I'm Joe. I'm Seth. And we're outside in the FHS parking lot looking for bad parkers today. Let's go. Alright guys, Joe here. I don't even think there's much explaining to do with this one. It's not a spot. It's in the middle of the road, guys. Don't park in the road. Alright, so as you can see, this car is in between the van truck and another trailer right here. So not only is this not a parking spot, but this is just weird, man. Alright guys, so we got 3 cars here down the line that are on the side of the road, which I guess isn't as bad as being in the road, but it's not a parking spot. And I don't blame you. I think if I was late to school, I would park in the same spot, but let's try to find a spot first. Alright, now listen, I'm going to be a little bit more lenient with this one because I understand there's not a lot of parking at Fishers anymore. You know, we're starting to lose some spots. But at the same time, there is these big yellow lines. So, let's do better. Alright guys, I'm here with this car. You're over the line, and I know it's not that crazy big of a deal. You're not in the street, you're not on some lines that you can't be parked on, but let's try to stay in the lines. I know it's hard because if you look down the line, a lot of cars are not in the lines, including myself. I will say I'm not a great parker, and I know whose car this is, but I'm not going to call him out. Let's just do better. Guys, this isn't even bad parking, but just a PSA. be careful when driving. That's not good.
All right, guys, so as you can see right here, we got a big sign that says no parking, and then I'm also standing in between two cars. So I'm not really sure what the thought process was there, but let's not do that.
All right, guys. Not a spot, okay? This is in front of the trailer. There's no lines. And I'm not going to lie to you. Dean Shelton and Miss Sturgill were out here getting y'all, and that might be partly on us, so we're sorry. But at the same time, you got to park in parking spots. Also, be careful. Just be careful.
Thanks for tuning in today, Tigers. Remember, if you have any news you'd like to see announced on here, then scan the QR code and send it in. Once again, I'm DK, and on behalf of the entire Roar team, have a great day.